Alright, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Um, so today I'm going to be going over my first PSA card submission that I've ever done. I got these back about a week ago or so, put them in graded guards, so on and so forth. Stack of them right here. Top one's flipped upside down to add suspense, but we're going to go ahead and jump into it. So I would normally go from like lowest grade to highest grade to like go over these, but I'm gonna do something like that. But I happened to get a card back that I was not expecting to get a high grade, and it got a high grade, so I'm gonna save that one for the last. So the first one here is the Celebi Prime card. That's what they're called. Yeah, Prime card. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Triumphant. In a PSA 1, it is pretty beat up. I was expecting this to get a 1. I wanted it to. It is a population 2. There are only 2 of these cards in a PSA 1. So with that right there, I think I'm going to keep it. Next card is a Machamp Heart Gold Soul Silver Triumphant Prime card. This one is also pretty beat up. It's in a PSA 4. It got a 4. Lots of whitening on the edges. I'm surprised this didn't get a 1, honestly. It's pretty bad. But I bought all these Prime cards. I bought a Feraligatr as well, but I already sold that to my buddy who's a big Feraligatr fan. It got a 5. So that one I won't have to show off, but I sent 4 Prime cards in. I was hoping they were all gonna get 1s. 2 of them got 5s. This Lantern and the Feraligatr got 5s. The Machamp got a 4, and then the Celebi got a 1. So this is the last one from Heart Gold Soul Silver Unleashed. Lantern Prime. It is pretty dinged up on the back. But that is the end of the Prime cards. Now we're going to get into some really fun cards. This card, it only got a 5, but it's a Holo Gyarados from Holland Phantoms. It is probably one of my favorite artworks. I'm kind of surprised it only got a 5. I mean, it does have a lot of whitening, but it was in pretty good shape. Centering's a little off. But yeah, otherwise cool card, one of my favorite artworks for Gyarados. Super stoked to have that in the collection. The next one is the Sabrina's Gengar. It is the banned artwork from Japan with the cemetery in the back. You can see the cemetery pretty clearly right there. It only got a 5 as well. I was expecting a little higher grade, but I mean, there's whitening up here. There's all kinds of stuff. There's something on the card right there. All kinds of things wrong with it that I did not know. Centering's way off as well. But I just wanted this card graded. It was one of the first cards I bought when getting back into collecting. Next card is actually a card that I bought off of one of my buddies. It got a 7. It was in his childhood collection. It was just sitting in a tin, not in a sleeve, for a decade, over a decade, I think. And it got a 7. It's pretty cool. Really dope Pound-Doom artwork. Super cool holofoil. There's a swirl like right where my thumb is. You can kind of see like the edge of it. But the next one is one I pulled pack fresh. I was expecting to get a 10. It only got a 9. Likely centering. Even though the centering looks pretty decent. is shifted. This. But two of my favorite Pokemon, Deoxys and Espeon, had to get it graded. I pulled it myself. This one I got from a so on this one, shout out Bryce. He's the one that sold it to me. Pretty cheap as well. Like, he didn't scam me or anything. And I decided to get it graded. This, I bought a pack off of a streamer on TikTok. Her name's Srirachi. Like Jirachi, but Sarah, I guess. Bought a pack. She pulled this for me. I was hoping to get a 10, but it got a 9 as well. Overall, super clean card. I think one of the corners has something, has like a ding. I think it's this one. It's a little dinged up. If I can get it to focus. I can't get it to focus. But otherwise, dope card. Pretty stoked to have it at a 9. So the next, actually, I'm gonna do this one next. So this is the only 10 I got back. It's a Master Ball Machamp. Sent it in knowing that it would probably get a 10. It's not an expensive card, but I'm a Machamp fan and I pulled this myself. It was the first Master Ball that I pulled, so I had to get it graded, and it graded a 10. Next up, fitting as it is the Full Art Machamp from Astral Radiance. It is off-center, top to bottom, which is why I'm guessing it got a 9. Otherwise, it's pretty clean. It's off-center, left or right to left, and top to bottom on the back. Overall, clean card. Kind of disappointed it didn't get a 10, but you win some, you lose some. Next, this one I was extremely disappointed it didn't get a 10. It is the Vango Pikachu. It only got a 9. The centering looks pretty good overall, but I was hoping it would get a 10. And then I was going to keep it in my collection and never get rid of it. Now I just want to trade up for a 10. So last card I'm going to bring in like this. So this card I bought off my buddy Justin. He is a streamer as well. He usually does like Call of Duty content. He's a former pro in COD. But he did like a short run of Pokemon content for a bit, and this was in his personal collection, and he sold me his whole collection. And I looked at the card and thought it looked super clean, so I'm like, yeah, I'll send it in. Maybe it'll get a 7, maybe a 6, but I don't know how to. It's the Dark Gengar from Neo Destiny, and it got a PSA 9. And this is a card that is not going to be leaving my collection anytime soon. But easily biggest come up from my first return. It is a very sick card. The artwork's sweet, the holo's sweet. Overall, very happy with getting a 9 in this. Other than that, didn't have too bad an experience with PSA for the first time. I'm getting ready to send in a handful of more cards, bunch of Master Balls, a couple full arts, or alt arts I mean. But yeah, that's my first PSA return. I'm going to cut it off there so that I can stop talking. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the button. Appreciate it if you do. Like the video down below, and I don't know, leave a comment letting me know which evolution of Bulbasaur to Venusaur is your favorite. Which of the three? Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, or Venusaur? You can throw Oddish in there. But yeah, watch this video, you know,